All right, today we're going to do an oil change on the 2017 Harley Road Glide Ultra, and this is a 107, and we're just going to do actually the motor oil change. I had actually just serviced at the end of last year, but you know what, guys? Oil, full synthetic, Sync 3, and of course the Harley oil filter. Oil and oil filters is a lot cheaper than motor repair or replacement. So guys, change your oil. I think they said 5,000 miles. I change mine about every 2 to 2,500. What's a few dollars in oil versus a motor down the road? I've got 20-something thousand miles on the bike now. It's been a great bike. We've enjoyed it. We've taken some nice road trips, and the weather is getting good. So let me get my gloves on and get down here and show you guys how I changed the oil in my little Harley. If I am correct, it is a 5/8 that fits the oil plug, and I'm going to show you. And by the way, I also purchased online, and honestly I don't remember where I got it from, but you can search and find out. You can get this little funnel kit that comes with O-rings and everything. So let's ease over here to the bike. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get under here and I'm going to show you where the motor, the main motor oil plug is. So bear with me just a minute, guys. I'm going to try to get you a clear shot so you will understand. Okay, now right here is the engine oil. Back here is your transmission. And the only one we're doing today, we're not doing a 3, we're just doing this one right here today. Now I did make this, I'll show you, the special little, I took a 1 gallon oil jug and cut it out to fit, excuse my video in here, but anyway, to fit when the oil comes out. I slotted it, so as you'll see, it goes into that, but I want to give you a real clear picture. So this is facing, if you're, the oil plug faces forward and is on the left-hand side of the bike, and is close to the rear of the driver's side foot peg, but it is on the left side of the bike. If you're sitting in the seat of the bike looking forward, it faces forward. So anyway, and of course, I think you know where the oil filter is, but I'll use it right here and show you real quick like. So obviously on the opposite side, and they always ask me, do I want a chrome oil filter? No. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a chrome oil filter, but who's going to see that tucked up in there? So there is your oil filter, and it just screws off. And I have a special drain funnel that I'll show you in just a minute. All right, again, the oil plug for the main engine is a 5/8, just a regular 5/8 wrench. And you can take a box in, which is highly recommended, a socket either way. Now that oil plug, as you see, it has an O-ring on it, and I never change my oil without pulling that O-ring off, as you'll see me doing here. I'll pull that O-ring off and I will put a new O-ring in its place. Now the other day when I rode down to Baton Rouge and picked up my oil filter, I picked up a new O-ring. I just always do that. For a fact, I've got a bunch of those O-rings, because when I ordered this funnel kit I showed you guys earlier, it's pretty neat. It has a special type of funnel or drain thing that goes underneath the oil filter, and it comes out in a spout and drops into your oil catcher. And then it has a nice funnel that fits into the oil receiver very nice. And it has a few other things, and that kit came with a whole bunch of O-rings. But again, I just what's an O-ring? 50 cents. I don't ever take a chance on changing my oil without changing that O-ring. Guys, I normally change the oil in this bike probably more than I should, but as I said earlier, oil is cheap. So it's taken a minute to drain this thing. As I showed you earlier, I cut me a slot out of a 1 gallon oil jug, and it lays flat under there, and it makes a perfect oil catcher. So this thing is just, it's taking a minute. I'm just watching. It's going really slow draining, just kind of checking everything out under here while I'm under the bite. But anyway, just waiting for it to drain. And as soon as it drains, I'm going to reinstall that oil plug, and then we'll put our oil back in it. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, this has been a very good bite. I purchased this bite in 2017. I've got a little bit over 20,000 miles. I think the longest round road trip my wife and I made was about 2,700 miles from southern Mississippi. We rode up Tennessee and met up with a whole bunch of riders at the Harley Davison place up there, and rode up into Kentucky, came back out, did some waterfalls. And then we rode on over to Gatlinburg, stayed around Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and rode the Smoky Mountains. That's a lot of fun. We always have enjoyed the Smoky Mountains, beautiful roads. I think we did the Tail of the Dragon. There's that special catcher I was telling you about. And walk around here, and I'm going to show you how it works. This goes up underneath your oil filter. It just simply slides under there. And see how it's kind of shaped, and it's got a little spout comes out, and it falls right into your oil catcher. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this oil filter off, and it'll drain into that oil catcher. So it works pretty well. Now, one thing, and you know this already, when you change your oil and you pull your oil filter off, always check and be sure that O-ring comes off of there. The last thing you want to do is put a new oil filter on, take off riding, and burn your motor up, because you can't afford to have a leak on these things, guys. You gotta keep your oil in the engine and let it do its work. Now, I'm just holding this up here so to go ahead and drain. But see, there's the O-ring. It came off, so I always check that before I install the new filter. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that new filter, and when I come back over here, I'm going to take a little oil and just take my finger and kind of lube that O-ring so when it makes contact, it doesn't pull or twist out of position. And that's just something I don't know. I've always done that. So I think oil's about drained off now. Go ahead and set that down. And you see I'm lubing that O-ring. Now on this particular filter, I've got a ratchet apparatus goes on the bottom of the filter, which is, you take an extension that goes right in there, and I'll hand tighten it. And then I'll put my ratchet on there and just firm it up about 3/4 of a turn after it made contact. Guys, once I change my oil, I always double check. I'll check the plug, I'll check the filter, and I do all that before I ride. And even after our oil change, once I hit the road a little while, I'll go ahead and check it again. Those engines, I don't know what one would cost, or transmission, but I know one thing, it's oil filters, maintenance is just too cheap. Now this is that funnel that came with that kit I bought online, and I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the oil plug here. It's pretty much quit dripping. I like to get all the oil out as much as possible. And I will say this, as I already mentioned, I did put a new O-ring on there, and I think specs call from anywhere from 14 to 21 pounds torque on that oil plug. And so anyway, you might want to check your manual on that before you put it in, just to be sure. But that's what I've found, and I don't know why it's such a range, 14 to 21, but that's what I read. So we'll go with that. You check your manual, figure out what you need to do. Just getting the oil plug back in there. Now I'm going to grab this synthetic Sync 3 oil, 4 quarts we'll install. And so we'll just go ahead and take us just a few minutes to get that oil in there. No hurry, just take my time and get it in there. Next oil change, I'll probably do a 3. I'll change all 3 of them. But the last time I did that, so that's why I'm just doing a regular engine oil change this time. And I probably honestly don't have 400, 500, 600 miles on it, but it's set all winter because I changed it towards the fall. Well, I may have 1,000 miles on it. It doesn't have that much, but if I change it in the spring, I feel pretty good about my summer riding, because honestly, we're not riding as much right now. We have got so many projects going on out here on the farm. I just really don't have time. We've got some major dental work. Again, I've got to go. I'm doing dental work in Cancun of all places, but so we've got actually be a total of 3 trips to Cancun this year. We've already made one. I've got to go back 2 more times. And so that's interfering with our riding time, my project time, and then I still need to work and take care of my business. But Sync 3, y'all, is straight from Harley Davison good oil. And like I say, the Harley. So we're gonna see where we are here. We got our oil in, got our 4 quarts in. And bear in mind now, the oil filter will have to fill up. So once you crank your bite up, it's a little high on the dipstick, but once you crank that bite up, you have to add a little. Let me show you a few things about my bite while the engine's warming up. We've got the oil change. So anyway, we've added some things. We added a big cup holder for my wife back here. It's very nice. Got that online from somewhere. I purchased a chrome cup holder. We're going to see it in just a second. This one right here, I purchased it from Harley, and it's nice. It holds my cups, and also I added a backrest. This is a fold-down adjustable backrest. You can set it forward or back, which is really nice for my back because I had back surgery years ago and I need that support. The only other thing we did to the bike, we at the Harley Davison place when I did buy it, I went ahead and put some exhaust extensions on it. We changed the ones that were factory to just a little bit louder. So I'm gonna cut the bite off now and check the oil and see where we are with it. Recommended to put 4 quarts in it, so I did that. I let it warm up while running a little while, cut it off and let it sit. And it looks like we're almost where we need to be, but you know what? I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more oil. Well guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope it'll help you next time you go to have a DIY project on changing your own oil. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe if you're not a member of our channel. Let me know what you think, and hopefully these will be useful for you, and hoping everybody out there happy and safe riding, and I do appreciate you watching. Thank you.